how is your day going today? You say, you want to really know? Sit down here. You got about an hour? You know, my kid's not doing too well, and financially I'm in trouble, and I went to the doctor. You know, most people say, how's your day going? They want you to say, oh, my day's going fine. You know, okay, fine. See you later, you know. How's your day going today? Have you ever knelt before God and on your knees said, God, I want to know. God, you tell me, how's your day going today? God, tell me about your day today. Tell me about the things you have seen. Tell me about the things you've experienced. Tell me about the things you've gone through. If you take time to listen, he will say to you, and I can imagine him say to me, Mark, my day was rough today. I was in a terrible war called Iraq, and a little boy who didn't deserve it stepped on a landmine and blew off his legs. And I was with his mama when she cried and held him to her breast, and the kid bled to death. Mark, I was in Harlem today. See, my dad was raised in Harlem in Hell's Kitchen. Since the time I was a boy, Dad took me there. My dad went to 15 schools in 8 years. We know Harlem. It's part of who I am. It's part of my identity. You see, with that kid who's born today, a crack baby, God sees that. With that woman whose face is being beaten in a suburb of Chattanooga because her businessman husband got drunk and is so stressed, God sees her with her black eyes. He weeps with the woman whose husband has left her for his secretary and throws her out of the house, and she's 48 years old. God walks the streets of a hellhole called Gomer in Rwanda, and he sees the poverty and the skin and bones and watches babies die. God is there with the war. He's there in the drug-infested alleys. He's there in the poverty. He's there in the suffering. He's there in the heartache. He's there in the pain. He is with every cancer victim. Every cancer victim. In every hospital outside of Huntsville. Jesus, how is your day going today? Mark, I went to 1 million funerals today, and I got to go to 1 million funerals tomorrow. And many of those people are lost. They've gone down to Christless graves. Jesus, how is your day going today? It is going rough. Rough. The poverty, the heartache, the sickness, the suffering. This was not the world that I created in Genesis. This was not the world. One thing I know for sure. We were made for something better than this. We were made for something better than this. We were made for something better than poverty. Made for something better than suffering. Made for something better than sickness. Made for something better than disease. Made for something better than death. We were made for something better than this. Jesus, how's your day going today? It is going rough. Do you think God cries? Do you think God ever cries? I think I hear God crying. I think I see tears running down God's face when he looks at the heartache and suffering of the world. But wait! But wait! But wait! I see a smile on Jesus' face. There is a pastor in Northeastern holding an evangelistic meeting, and sinners are coming to Christ down and kneeling on a sawdust floor in the tent. There's joy in heaven over one sinner that repents. Here is a pastor in South Central that opens his Bible and leads somebody to Jesus. Here is a Bible worker in Shiloh Church in the inner city of Chicago leading somebody to Christ.